Happy St. Patrick's Day. It's me, Miss Hager. I just wanted to pop on here and record a little bit of a video to kind of get things back to normal as much as we can. I know things are kind of weird right now. I even have my little shamrock earrings on, ready for the occasion. So we're gonna go through some things that we would be doing if we were in class right now. So first up is our idiom of the week. So our idiom of the week is walking encyclopedia. Now, an encyclopedia is something we don't use too often in our classroom. However, they are books of information about various different topics. So if someone is a walking encyclopedia, it means that they are very smart or very intelligent. They know a lot of things. So the example sentence is, Sam always wins trivia games because she is a walking encyclopedia. So maybe sometime this week when you're at home, try and throw that idiom into a conversation, walking encyclopedia. Next up, we have our sight words of the week. So just like normal, when we practice spelling these words for like the end of the week test, obviously we're not going to have that this week, but you can practice spelling them on your own, on paper or in your head. So the first one is sound, around, found, and frown. So those are our 4 sight words of the week. None of these are heart words, so they can be sounded out. Okay, for our spelling pattern for today, we are looking at OU words such as cloud. Now, if you have paper and a pencil, you can grab that and try and spell them as we go. If not, try and spell them in your head. So the first word is out. Remember, you can finger spell to help you figure it out. Okay, out is spelled O-U-T, out. Next word, pouch. P-O-U-C-H, pouch. We'll do about 2 more. Let's do loud. L-O-U-D, loud. And the last one, shout. S-H-O-U-T, shout. Now we're going to move on to our Ready Gen book. So this week we'll be starting this new book called John Chapman, Planter and Pioneer. So in this unit, we are reading 2 texts about a well-known figure from American history whose lifelong history has become a legend. So both of these texts share a main topic, which is the life story of John Chapman. So let's take a minute to think. If this is a book about John Chapman's life, what type of genre would that be? What do you think? Think about it. It would be a biography. So this is a biography about John Chapman. In this story about his life, we are going to learn that he is also known as Johnny Appleseed. Now, raise your hand if you've ever heard of Johnny Appleseed before. I think in 1st grade, you guys kind of do some Johnny Appleseed things. So John Chapman is Johnny Appleseed. And although we are not sure if all of the stories about Johnny Appleseed are true, we do know a lot of facts about the man. So I'm going to start reading the first 10 pages. So if you want to follow along, I'll show you the pictures as well. So John Chapman, Planter and Pioneer. A young nation. John Chapman was just a little boy in the Massachusetts colony in 1776. What a great time to be alive. A new nation had just been born. It was the United States of America. Every day, that new nation grew bigger. New settlers came to America and stayed. New towns sprang up and grew. John was growing too, right along with his nation. One morning, he took a long walk. John liked wild places best. He walked deep into the wilderness. He loved the way the plants grew so thick and tangled. He loved how the wild animals hopped and flew this way and that. Out here, a young man like me can stretch and grow, Johnny said. The wilderness is where I belong. And so he would stay right there. Now, John thought, what shall I do out here? I will plant apple trees, he said, hundreds of apple trees. Of all wild plants, he loved apple trees best. And that is what John did. He planted so many trees that people stopped calling him John Chapman. Now they called him Johnny Appleseed. Let's find out more about how John Chapman turned into Johnny Appleseed. It's quite a story. It all started when he took that walk, and a long walk it was. At home outdoors. Once John started walking, he kept walking. Every day he walked from morning to night. He only stopped to sleep. One night he slept in a hollowed out tree stump. The next night it was in a pile of leaves. All the day and night, summer, fall, winter, and spring, John lived outdoors. Was John homeless? He was not. John was always at home. With all those plants and animals, he was never alone. The whole outdoors was his home. He loved sleeping with the moon and stars above and a fire to warm him. And for food, well, he had lots of wild fruit and vegetables. John would not go hungry. Sometimes John had visitors. Did a man really live out here all by himself? What these visitors saw amazed them. His coat was a coffee sack with 3 holes. One was to poke his head through. The other 2 were for his arms. The night was cold, but John's feet were bare. He said shoes hurt his feet. He was better off without them. He poked around the fire with a stick. He rolled out some steaming potatoes and onions for dinner. In a little nest of leaves, he had handfuls of blueberries and nuts for dessert. He had water from a nearby stream in a tin pot that he sometimes used for a hat. "Welcome to my home," he said. "This is how I live in my wilderness. The wilderness is my home." So that is where we're going to stop with our reading. We will continue the next time I upload this video, which will be on Thursday. I'm going to try and upload videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays to keep you guys kind of in the classroom routine. Right now, I want to do a couple turn and talk questions. So I know you're at home, you don't have your elbow partner to turn and talk to. So you can turn and talk to a sibling or a parent to kind of share your ideas about these questions. So question 1 is, what kind of person was John Chapman? So thinking back to what we just read, what kind of person was John Chapman? So you can pause the video right now, turn and talk to your parents or a sibling about what you think. And then question 2 is, what is interesting or unusual about the way John Chapman chose to live? So what is different about the way he chose to live? So thinking back to what we just read again, you can pause the video and turn and talk to your parents. Okay, next up for math. So we already did our math map testing before we went on break. So a couple kids weren't there. They'll make it up when we come back to school. But for right now, math is really just going to be a review for here on out. We covered all our topics. You guys did awesome on the map tests. So I'm very, very happy. So today we are going to be looking at arrays. So I have this little poster. It says arrays are arrangements of objects or pictures into rows and columns. So I kind of drew the arrows to help you remember that rows go across and columns go up and down. So it's when we take objects and arrange them into rows and columns. And then we can describe this array by using repeated addition. So you could do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12. You could do 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12, or you could do 3 times 4 equals 12. So what I would like you guys to do is, if your parents haven't already clicked on the other post that I made about getting a BrainPop account, BrainPop is offering it free for you guys, and I love, love, love that website. I know you guys enjoy it too. So they click on that, they make an account for you. So you can go to the BrainPop website, click on math. This is BrainPop Junior, sorry. Multiplication and division, go ahead and click right there. And then you're gonna watch this arrays video. So we haven't done that one yet. And then once you are done watching the video, they have easy quiz, hard quiz, and some games that you guys can play just to kind of review that concept. So that's what I would like you guys to do for math today or tomorrow. Okay, and then last up for writing. And I know I didn't send any paper home with you guys. Things were kind of really crazy and thrown together at the last minute. I did send home the packet of work, which is gonna be great and really keep you guys reviewing those concepts. But now they're talking that we don't really know if we're gonna come back in April, on April 6th, I mean. So I wish I would have sent more things home for you guys. If you don't have paper and pencils, you can always just think about what you would write if you were given this prompt. But if you do have paper and pencils, or even like a computer to type on, that would be great to keep practicing the writing process. So in this bucket, I have a bunch of little writing prompts that we typically do in our journals. So these are the April ones. So we already kind of started the March ones. So I'm going to draw a random one, read it, and that's what I would like you to write about. So if you want to do a drum roll. So the writing prompt for today is, what is your favorite book you have read? Why? So that is what I would like you to write about. Again, if you don't have a notebook to write in or paper, you can always try and type it on a Chromebook or a tablet or something like that. If you don't have any of those things available to you, that's perfectly okay. You can go ahead and have a conversation about this topic with a parent or a sibling. So again, what is your favorite book you have read and why? Okay, so that is all I have for you today. I want to keep making these things kind of fun. So today was St. Patrick's Day. I had my green on, my shamrock earrings. On Thursday, when we get together and you watch the video, I want you to wear a pair of crazy socks. It's going to be crazy sock day. So I know we're not in school, but we're still going to do Spirit Week at home. So crazy sock day on Thursday. I'll ask you to send your pictures of crazy socks after I post the video so we can kind of share out all the crazy socks from room 18. Other than that, keep working on your April seat work packet. You do not have to do this all in one day, just a couple pages a day. Today would be a great day also to read this Scholastic News. Why is this river green? It is St. Patrick's Day themed. And then to leave you on a happy note, we are going to do a joke of the day. So today's joke is, why was the leprechaun good at gardening? Because he had a green thumb. Okay, that's all from me. I will see you guys on Thursday. I hope you're doing well. Remember, wash your hands, be safe, be healthy, and remember, Miss Hager always believes in you. So, see you later.